Welcome back to JC Motor Garage. So I'm wearing the JC Motor Garage t-shirt here. So we're working on the Integra. We got a little bit of work to do. We got to do the CV axle. It's out just a little bit, and I think that's where we're getting our wheel hop. So before we drive it long distance, we need to fix that. We also got another low profile stud kit for the valve cover, and then we got the stud kit for the thermal gasket for the intake. So we're going to be doing that in this video. Hopefully we'll get this all done. We'll be taking it for a test drive. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, and share, and let's get into the video. Alright, so I'm here working on the Integra build. That's the B18 C1 that we got rebuilt and everything in the Integra. And if you haven't seen this video, I'll just go over a little bit with you. So we got the Pro Series intake on there, and it's bored over 82mm pistons. We got the Megan Racing port and polished head. Got the Type R cams in there, and then we have the right down here. Right down here, we have the adjustable cam gears right there. So we need to figure out the axle issue on this car, because the axle's out just a little bit. All right, so right underneath here, you can see that the axle. Get underneath here real quick. You can see right underneath here that the axle, right there, you can see that it's not pushed in all the way. You can see how much it's out right there. Well, we pulled it out a little bit, but it was a little bit better than that. But you can see right there that that's how it is. And when you move it back and forth, right here, you can see that that's a noise. We're hearing a little bit of noise, but then we're getting a little wheel hop. So that's the problem right here. So this needs to go a little bit more into this intermediate shaft. There's a little lip on here, so we're gonna get that done today. And there's Bailey out here working on the car with me, and we got a new oil pan and new ball joints, new CV axles, new sway bar bushings. Everything's pretty much brand new. New brakes, brake lines, calipers, pads, rotors. Everything's pretty much brand new that we've done on this car. So we need to get that done, and then we need to get this back here. You can see that the stud kit right here. Let me show you. So I'll get a little flashlight in there, so you can see right back there that the nuts are not all the way on here, so they're not getting a good seal. And then we had to use like a small little bolt for that side just to get it on there. So we got the thermal gasket. So what we bought was right here is the extended stud kit for the B18 C1, B16 A2, B16, B16A. So this is the extended stud kit. So what you're going to do is you're going to take off the old studs off of the back here, and then we're going to take all this off here, the strut bar, intake, everything, throttle, cable, everything, fuel pump or fuel line, fuel injectors, everything's got to go. And then we got to pull this off of here. We'll recheck our lines back here. We'll recheck our lines back here and see what we got going on. So right back here, you can see that's the bolt right down there. You can see we use the bolt, and then right up there we use the nut, but it's not all the way on there, so it's not getting a good seal. So we got to do that. So right here, like I said, we bought the stud kit, and then we bought the low profile things, because these aren't fitting right, and the other ones didn't come with the O-rings. And we're getting a little bit of oil leak from the valve cover, so we're gonna try this one right here. These are same thing for the B series. They're silver instead of black, so hopefully that might brighten it up a little bit. We'll see how that works from here and here and here and here, and we'll get this done too, and then we'll put on the cable. So let's get to it. Let's get this CV axle out of here and get that undone and see if we can push that in. Alright, so we got the CV axle in. The CV axle's in there. It's all good to go. It's all pushed in there. It's not leaking any more transmission fluid from the intermediate shaft, so that went in a little bit more. We filled up the transmission fluid. So we got that done. Let's see if I can find the right. So this is what we used. We used the Honda genuine manual transmission fluid. So we got these from actually from Honda. It was $7 a quart. It takes like 2.37 quarts, I believe. So like 3 quarts would fill it up for you to do an actual transmission oil change on that. So we filled it up a little bit. Intermediate shafts all the way in now. So next, like I said, next we got to do the intake and take off the fuel rail, fuel injectors, all that stuff, fuel pressure regulator, brake booster back here, map sensor, TPS sensor, AVC back here, idle air control valve. That needs to be unplugged. The wires need to be plugged on, the coolant lines need to be plugged from that, so we can get this all off of here and we can replace this. But right back here, like I said, the bolts aren't fitting up all the way, and we actually had to use a bolt and nut, and then one's missing on the bottom, so we definitely need to get that done. But other than that, it's not leaking any more oil from here. So we did the distributor oil, distributor O-ring in here, so we got that done. We got it in top dead center. Everything's good. All the cams are right. I had to relash the valves from the back intake because I had to take it off there and reset it. So we did all that. So that's all done. All the coolant leak is done. Transmission is not leaking from the intermediate shaft where it goes in the transmission anymore. So we filled that up and we used the Honda transmission fluid. So we got that done. Everything's bolted up and we got the tire on. So let's go for a ride, see if the wheel hop is good, and then we'll come back and we'll take out one issue at a time. So let's see if that's done. Then we'll come back in the next video. I'll be doing the intake gasket on here, so I'll show you how to take this off and then replace those with the newer ones that we got, the newer and then the stud kit for the throttle body. And then we got to put the thermal gasket on there. Hopefully that fits better. It's a little bit leaking right now. You can hear it when you start it up. You can hear a little bit of ticking noise coming from the back intake, so we know that it's not fitting right. But we want to take it for a test drive, see if that's fixed, and then we'll tackle those two things. Once that's done, then we can start the body work and then start buttoning up the interior, and then we'll do the spoiler and we'll get it ready for we'll get ready to get painted. But she definitely needs a paint job. She definitely looks like a sleeper. So all right, well, let's go for a ride and see if she's fixed.
Go where?